Following the withdrawal on the day of the event from his co-main event slot against Kelvin Gastelum at UFC Mexico, many fans were disappointed to hear the news, with some expressing their anger towards Joe Pyfer. Bodybags took to social media to express his reaction to the fans and further explain why he pulled out of the fight.
Well, I wanted to jump on here and address what happened. So I went to my team dinner. I did not drink the water. I hadn't drank the water the whole time I was out there. Went to my team dinner, had some food that was in a place that was supposedly trusted, and a couple hours later, I had the runs. I think I shit at least 10, 11 times. I went from, 209 pounds, something like that, as I was still hydrating, down to 194 pounds the morning of, with a puddle that I was sleeping in, a fever, nausea, obviously, like vomit, excruciating stomach pain, and the doctor, as well as I didn't find it smart to fight like that. And I know that's not what everybody wants, but I have to look out for me and my health and what's my best interest. Trust me, I am upset as well. To make that weight, put my body through that, not get paid for it, go out there, spend a bunch of money, bring all my, close friends and family out, and to not be able to perform. It's the first time it's ever happened to me, but I'm not regretful of my decision, and I'm proud of myself, proud of my decision, and, I live to fight another day, and what's meant to be is meant to be, and, our fight with Kelvin was not meant to be yesterday, and it is what it is. So, and if you guys are one of those people out there spreading negativity like this hasn't been my whole life or everything that I've worked for, you can blow me. I don't give a fuck about your opinions, and, fuck it, we march on. So after they called my fight, I hopped on a flight. I'm back home. There's no way. Look, I believe I'm going to absolutely destroy Kelvin when I get the opportunity again. If, he accepts and we can run it back. I feel bad for Kelvin as well, I didn't give that man a chance to make his money. I don't know if they'll take care of him or not, but, it's never my intention to leave somebody high and dry. We deserve to fight. It's an entertaining fight. It's a good matchup. And, he bangs, I bang. And, hopefully in the future we can run it back. But, sorry to my true fans that were excited to watch me fight. I was in the best shape of my life, and I couldn't wait to fight too. And yeah, man, thanks for all the love that I've gotten. I oftentimes focus on the negative, but I've gotten a lot of positive and a lot of love, and I appreciate you guys. I will be back as soon as I can kick this fever and cold or whatever the fuck I have. I'll be back to training. But for now, it still stings that I didn't get to fight. But the last thing I will address is, I don't care if it's offensive to you. I will never go back to that country. I did everything right. I slept in a tent. I did all this work to still get sick. Some people are saying it wasn't the food, saying I got altitude sickness. I'm not a fucking geographic fucking, elevation fucking scientist, but I was told as long as I acclimated, which I did for 2 months, slept in a tent and on the fucking floor, I did everything that I could to prepare. And if that's what altitude and elevation is, fuck that country. I will never fight there again. Shithole, not going back. Don't care if that's offensive to you. You're not the one fighting. Suck my balls, literally.
What do you guys think about Joe Pyfer's description of events and his feelings towards Mexico?
Yeah, so I would say it kind of sucks, man, because I'm looking at this fight in the hands of Kevin Gastelum. The dude is has had 5 fights canceled since 2022. That's just kind of sad, But Joe Pyfer, man, I think he's trying to be in the title race, so he cannot risk having fights while he's sick. So hopefully, I personally think it was a good decision from him, because I think he's a really good contender. I think he's a really good contender, and I'm hoping to see him making his way to to a title fight. So like anything that can protect him from getting his bag, because like these fighters, they don't get paid that much, but as long as he can make the most, because like look at Kevin Gastelum's career, it was when he came in, he was like a Darren Till, everybody had like hype around him, but like look at what his career has become. So unfortunately for Joe Pyfer, I would say it's a good decision from him. Yeah, it's a good decision from him. Like what he says about like Mexico, hey man, to each his own. Like it's his opinion, and like he said, if I said something, I can go. What did he say? Like I could go like suck his balls or something. But yeah.
Jumped on that Cartman level, didn't he? Yeah, I mean, stick my bass.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I'm going to come to Olin next, man, because it's one thing making a good decision about your career, and nobody's going to fault you for that, right? But it's one thing going about it, how you went about it, especially if you're still a prospect in the promotion, you're still trying to get your way up. You've had a handful of fights. You got some fans. If I'm right, I think it was a full house on that peak. McDane tried a little thing to try and get dog of the week. He got lucky. He got lucky there, man. Hey, he got lucky, man.
I did. I had it too, and then I changed it. And imagine if I didn't, I'd have lost a dog of the week.
McDane was a happy.
That'd have been tough break.
You just seen me in the chat like another little troll. You know what I mean? I'd have gone, somebody please let me choose another dog. This is some bullshit.
But Olin, like what there's a way to go about things. Do you think he went about it the right way, or is he one of those free speech in America? I don't care what I say. I'm protecting my fucking rights. I'ma say what I want. Rah. Talk to us, Olin.
Yeah, man. I mean, from the dude who has Captain America memorabilia all across his walls and is wearing a red, white, and blue UFC shirt. You would think I'd be the guy that's all pro free speech, but I mean, I also am pro shut the hell up when it's time to shut the hell up. And I think this was probably that time for him. If you don't make the walk, you probably shouldn't do the talk, right? You have to walk the walk before you talk the talk. That's why when Colby Covington did it and said, Brazil, you're an absolute dope. He did it after he beat their fighter in their home country and got things thrown at him. So like he made it worth it. It made sense. I didn't love it. I wasn't a fan of that shtick. But at least it was logical. This had zero sense of logic, in my opinion. The dude just talked to talk, and it's not doing him any favors. If anything, he had already started to lose fans as a result of not making the walk, which, as you guys alluded to, you never want to fight sick. People are saying it in the chat. I agree, right? Like, I've trained. If I'm waking up and I got the runs, I'm not going to go to Saturday sparring, kid. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to be good for me or my opponent, likely. It's going to be a shitty time, right? So with that being said, you got to know when to make the call, man. And this just was not the time. He lost more fans with what he posted after not making the walk than he did not making the walk. And I think we all know that there were other fighters on the card and commentators on the card that did get sick, and they still showed up and did their job. I'm not saying he should have had to do that with food poisoning, but it's a bad look to go on the record and talk so much crap when other people actually did go through similar situations and they did make the walk.
Even Whoopi Godinez had to poop.
And do you know why? She had food poisoning. She literally was still facing food poisoning up until the moment she walked out. She walked out with chills, not able to regulate her freaking body temperature. If you've ever had food poisoning, you know that's a telltale sign that you still got it, kid.
If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget, we do our Dust Off Shakedown every Wednesday, 9 p.m. UK time. Don't miss it.